Welcome to my Me Time Monday Wellness Hack on how laughter can treat loneliness. This is a Me Time Monday Wellness Hack, which is part of our Self-Care in 7 Minutes video series. I'm Sherri, gerontologist, author of Me Time Monday, and CEO of the Caregiving Club. In 2023, the U.S. Surgeon General issued a report finding that 1 in 2 American adults were chronically lonely. He called it our loneliness epidemic. Loneliness is a state of being. It is not social isolation, which means you have physically removed yourself or are challenged by mobility issues and find social interactions difficult. Loneliness has more to do with how you feel about your social wellness and the state of your relationships. For instance, you can be married or in a committed relationship. You can have a job and coworkers. You can have friends, but you can still feel lonely. Some psychologists characterize loneliness as friendship deserts. And studies among the older population show that as we lose a partner or friends to death, we find many of the surviving older adults feel all alone, and many do not have any interaction with another human for up to 30 days. A Gallup poll found 330 million people globally go as long as 2 weeks without talking to any friends or family members. And a 2021 study showed 12% of those surveyed had 0 friends today, 4 times the number of people who claimed that same thing 30 years ago. Research shows loneliness can be deadly. It is tied to an increased risk for type 2 diabetes, a 13 to 27% increased heart disease risk for women, and a 40% increased risk for Alzheimer's. Loneliness actually affects your brain health, with MRIs of lonely people showing they have less gray matter. One often recited statistic is that chronic loneliness has the same negative impact on health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. When I have given speeches around the country or led the Me Time Monday workshops, one comment I often get from many family caregivers is, "I feel all alone." Some studies show family caregivers adopt the loneliness of their older loved one, and almost like catching a cold from someone, they feel lonely too. Another explanation could be the focus on a loved one's care. It reduces the time caregivers have to care for themselves. And since society in large overlooks and undervalues caregivers, it is not surprising that caregivers themselves feel overlooked, sidelined from their own lives, and not getting the fulfillment needed from their relationships. It is understandable that we want more from the loved ones we are caring for than they can give. But then, as a caregiver, we need to find the support and comfort in our other relationships. Laughter can treat loneliness. Now, one trend addressing the loneliness epidemic is the social prescription of laughter. There's an ever-growing list of organizations and programs you can join online or in person with sessions such as laughter yoga for seniors, cancer patients, special needs children, and those with depression. And these are practiced in over 110 countries. One of my favorites is Laughter on Call, which began as a way to engage adults with Alzheimer's and memory care and assisted living by having comedians or comedic companions visit and spark fun conversations and, yes, create belly laughs. The program has been expanded to also help family caregivers, whether at home or in the workplace. Laughter is most powerful when experienced in person with someone else. Have you ever found yourself in a giggle fest with a friend where it becomes less about what made you laugh originally and more about sharing just a moment of silliness? You are 30 times more likely to laugh with a friend or in group social situations than just by yourself. The best part of laughter is it releases all 4 of your feel-good hormones of endorphins, dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin. And as they say, laughter is the best medicine, especially for loneliness. Scientists have looked at the evolutionary aspects of laughter, which had its origins 10 to 16 million years ago when our human ancestors experienced a growth in brain volume and adapted its increased vocal control that became an essential key to language. Laughter may have started as labored breathing while playing, creating noises that increased oxytocin and created that bonding and trust. Today, 93% of communication is through body language in terms of how we interpret emotions and feelings. Most of our emotional messaging is through facial expressions. Second is tone of voice, where 38% of us connect with others by recognizing an emphasis on certain words. And finally, just 7% communicate by words only. This is why digital communication does not meet our emotional needs and should be replaced by communicating in person. Laughter is one of the best prescriptions for bringing your mind and body back into balance. A good laugh releases tension in the body and calms the vagus nerve for up to 45 minutes after your last giggle. It improves blood flow and boosts your immunity, as well as uses facial muscles that can prevent facial droop. It makes you present with others and can often melt away anger or frustration and help you reach forgiveness sooner. And some studies show those who laugh more live longer. I hope you enjoyed this Me Time Monday wellness hack. Every Monday, I will have a new self-care in 7 minutes video. You can find more information in my book, Me Time Monday, The Weekly Wellness Plan to Find Balance and Joy for a Busy Life, or visit MeTimeMonday.com or CaregivingClub.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our Caregiving Club YouTube channel to get all the self-care in 7 minutes videos every Monday. Take care and stay well.